Okay, hello and welcome everyone to yet another very interesting Arma 3 multiplayer commentary. This time we'll be watching the International Conflict Arma 3 community as they will be playing their Battle Day 10, the second battle of this Battle Day, and I'm very interested to see this map. As you can see, everyone is just putting swimsuits on themselves. And this is gonna be so great, it's gonna be so interesting to watch, and I just can't wait to see this battle that is about to start here. Well, let me just show you the map, and I'm sure that it will be very interesting for you as well. Well, as you can see, this map is actually half land and half water. And have you seen a map like this? It is so interesting to watch. After a few normal battles, like between cities and all that, well, we can see a totally different battle. Right now, as always, the mode for these maps is always the same. Capture Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Dental Echo as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and do not allow your enemies to capture the locations before you. Well, what is interesting now? Charlie is in the middle of sea, and it's so great. Now these helicopters from both sides are going down, engines destroyed, these helicopters are about to crash. Let me just adjust the free camera. Alright. Disembark, everyone! We are going deep now! And this is such an amazing map. I don't know who like invented this map. It is so unusual to see, but it will be very challenging for these players and very interesting for us to watch. So far we have many players in the land so far, because of course they have to capture Alpha and Bravo first. Let's switch to someone who is in the middle of action. It looks like General Uncle Sam as always. Okay, Alpha and Echo have already been captured by their armies. Of course they have to advance from X-ray to their point. For Bravo forces it's Alpha, for Oppo forces it's Echo, and then from them to Bravo or Delta, then they all meet up at Charlie, where it's gonna be the biggest of fights, and if one of these armies gains an advantage, then maybe they could capture more locations, but let's just not get ahead of that and watch General Uncle Sam in middle of sea, underwater, trying to find Charlie. It is so great. I am so happy to see that these maps today are so unusual. The first map on Stratis in middle of forests with many hills and rocks and all that, almost mountains. It was very interesting to watch. And now Charlie under the sea. It's just amazing. Alright, let's switch to General Uncle Sam and his point of view and try to see what he can see. I'm sorry about the Steam chat. I can't do much about it right now. It's just my friends are messaging me and, well, cannot deal with that right now. I hope that they will stop after some time. Alright, and now General Uncle Sam in a wreck of a ship, controlling, and this must be the site itself. Yeah, and it is not actually under the water. Yeah, this must be Charlie. It is, and it's like it's above the water but still under the water. It's quite difficult to understand the concept of it. if you don't watch the video itself, but there's basically a stairs going under the water, and then the construction of this building is like, yeah, it's down and down under the water, and the flag itself is under the water as well, and it's now captured by the Op4 forces. Alright, so basically there are two ways to approach this position. You can either come in a helicopter, which is difficult because these guys are always watching. They'll be watching you closely, or you can come in a boat, which is the least advisable way of doing this, because you are seen from a very far distance away, you are slow to move there, and everyone can shoot you both from under the water and from above the water, so not ideal. Or you can come from under the surface water, which is the most secretive way of doing this, but also the slowest, and if you are like discovered, then well, there's not much you can do about the situation. Anyway, let's watch someone. Let's switch to someone who is actually in the middle of action. Right now it looks like Private Suzu, of course, as always, he will be in a middle of action. I've got quite a bad frame rate because of all this water and these smokes everywhere. I don't know what makes so much smoke around here, but it doesn't do anything good for my computer. Hopefully it will settle soon. And now Private Suzu, now just standing here. Yeah, he's in a bush doing nothing, so I'm not sure what his plan is at the moment. You can see that there's a strong fire from these ships. Okay, and now of course the Blue 4 forces have also spotted these ships, that they are securing the outsides, and of course we are almost at Bravo. Bravo is somewhere over here, I believe. It must be. Let me just reassure myself. Yeah, it's over here. This is Bravo location, but we have heard a sound of a flag changing color. This is Private Suzu. If I'm not mistaken, that must be him. Yeah, no, it's Private Marcin. Well done, guys. I did not see him there at all. And Bravo location has been captured by the Op4 forces. This is unbelievably good for the Op4 forces. They have done the same thing as in the last map. They just went and captured the location of Bravo. Now they have such a big advantage that it's just mad. And the Blue 4 forces are again only with Alpha, which is not ideal in the least. And they are in such a bad position right now. So yeah, Blue 4 forces in a very bad position. I don't know where Alpha is at currently, but anyway, let me just see what this thing was, because it flew so far away. It's a wreck of a vehicle, of a quad bike. Okay. Now there's a track coming. I believe that this is the Blue 4 track. Yeah, Mr. Tsav in it, but there's also a helicopter coming, Mr. JTF in it. So there's a counterattack from the Blue 4 forces, and we will see how successful they are. Of course, there is still Private Marcin guarding this location, and now he just eliminated Mr. Tsav. Great work. This is the end of the Blue 4 counterattack. It's unbelievable, but it's true. That means... yeah, that means that the blue force sides, the blue force side, the blue forces are now only at alpha, and their X-ray point after 10 minutes of play. Op4 forces are playing so well this game. Alright, let's switch to someone. Oh wait, there's Private Biscuit, very near, and I believe that Private Holy will be near as well. They are always together. Yeah, Private Holy, now that, okay, let's switch back. Where are you? Private Biscuit, okay, before he dies. Private Biscuit now, I don't know what exactly he's doing, but he's definitely close, and maybe he will get a nice view on the Bravo zone, and maybe he will capture it. Or maybe he'll just provide some cover for his friends, and they will capture it just some other time, or maybe later. Right now he's behind his house, hiding. And this is not a bad strategy at all, but... well... it's not a good strategy either. I have heard another flag change. Let me just reassure that there is nobody from... yeah, there is nobody from the blue fort around Bravo. It can't be Alpha though, it's so... where is Alpha at? Yeah, it's directly this way. Yeah. I don't know what that sound was, but it couldn't have possibly been Alpha being captured. Yeah, these guys are just way far away from Alpha to possibly capture it. But anyway, Private Gallenrock is now in a helicopter very far away from anything else, but he might just get to Alpha very soon. Alright, I'm just gonna try and get to Alpha as soon as possible. I'll use the fastest way in the game to get to that location, and that is this free camera. Okay, this is Alpha. This is Alpha, quite a big fortification. There are many objects around. But on the other hand, it is very nice to spot, and it will not be easy, because there's like a helicopter can land there and it'll be all over. And apart from being a bad location, it is also the last location of the Blue forces, and this is so unfortunate for them. They are in a almost in exactly same position as in the last game, when they had just Alpha and nothing else, but they are still holding Alpha for now. Is the history going to repeat itself? Will the Blue forces lose Alpha once again? Well, we don't know that, but we can watch it. And, well, see what these guys are up to. Now Private Biscuit, he's one of the more active guys. He is now in a quad bike, which is, as I said previously on other videos, not very advisable action. It is very dangerous, and you can be dead in a matter of seconds, much faster than in other cars or other vehicles. It's maybe even more dangerous than driving a helicopter. But anyway, he is now close to Bravo, maybe on a counter-attack. Of course, the Blue forces need to do something about this situation. They cannot afford to lose another battle. It will be so unfortunate for them. If they lose another battle, they will lose another point, and it will be even more tipped in a favor of the Op4 forces, in case that the Blue 4 now loses. So yeah, 75 minutes to go, still a lot of time. Still a lot of time to turn things around. Private Holy in the action as well as always. Now they are trying to shoot something in the water. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Let's watch if there are any guys from the Op 4 on a counterattack on Alpha. Well, it doesn't look like they are near anything. Yeah, they are not near any location at all. They are not attacking Alpha. So let's just go back and switch to someone who is attacking. So it's Private Matt Tass who is shooting. I don't know who is shooting, but he's trying to shoot somebody. Private Sniper, of course, sniping from very far away. That's not the most important, oh sorry, the most interesting of actions to watch. Private Biscuit, a close fighter combat is much more interesting to watch, so let's watch him. Alright, and hope that he will not die or camp or anything like that. I definitely hope that he will attack the Bravo side and maybe that he will be successful. I mean, it would prolong the game a little bit longer and it would make things more interesting. Until now, the Op 4 forces have been, well, they have not been much better, but they definitely had like better tactics. They played better so far and they won the first battle quite decisively. So yeah, I'm definitely hoping that the Blue 4 forces will show us something, but I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, let's switch the channels in case that I need to write something to these guys. Okay, the situation is quite stalemate outside the Bravo zone right now. Let's watch Private Iceman, one of the most active guys. Now that, well, it looks like every time I switch to somebody's point of view, he dies. I hope that this is not like a curse or something. Private Marcin, wow, where are you at? He's closing at Alpha. Of course he is, but he has been spotted, so he'll not go there from this direction. He's under fire already. I don't really want to see how one guy is trying to get to a, like, the biggest of fortifications. It doesn't look believable to me. There's a helicopter. Where it is at? Well, above the sea. It will fly to Alpha from the north.
Get ready, get ready.
And if there are enough people in there, maybe it will be interesting. Yeah, they are definitely very brave. Landing straight over here, almost at Alpha location. Wow! And that rocket launcher just missed. They are out. One of them is already dead. Another one dead. Okay, that was unsuccessful, but still, nice try anyway. Private Biku in that helicopter trying to fly away. He will be successful and he might just organize another attack. That was definitely fun to watch. And maybe they'll be successful. Just try it 1 or 2 more times and maybe you'll be successful, who knows? Private Iceman, where are you at? Well, almost at Bravo. Quite an unusual position for him. Now he's dead. And it looks like there are many people from the Blue 4 forces around Bravo. Let's control the situation. Yeah, there is Private Sniper, Mattas, and Private B Lionis. And we have 70 minutes to go. Alright, anyone else over there? Private Biscuit, yeah, of course. And Private... oh! An underwater attack. It looks like... yeah, it looks like the Blue 4 forces are attacking from all sides, and this could be really nasty for the Op 4 forces. I don't know where the Op 4 forces are at. They seem to be like spread apart from all sides, but definitely Private Grzegorz, General Bunker Chip, Private Weir, Captain Voy quite outside, Carlos and others, but still they could lose this location quite easily. Alright, let's watch Private Marcin. We are getting the notification of many enemies at Alpha. Let's watch who is in here. Well, Private Suzu is coming. There is Private Grzegorz is also not very far away. Of course, Private Marcin, Private Killer. That's about it. That's not a lot of guys. I mean, it is definitely an attack, but it's not such a huge attack. But anyway, let's watch Private Marcin and his advance. So nice. Private Marcin, you are the hero of this day. So brave. Alright, it must be so fun, so much fun for this guy to play these games. He's just advancing constantly, trying to find better and better locations for him to attack. Alright, he just died, so we will have to switch to someone else who is around here. Not a lot of guys. I think that they got killed. Private Suzu is still not very far away. What are you doing, Private Suzu? Well, he's not doing a lot right now. He's just hiding behind some bushes and rocks. Maybe he will wait for his opponents to stop searching for enemies and then he will attack. I'm not sure what this guy's strategy is, but well, we'll see. Come on, do something. Of course, now the Blue 4 forces will try to again do something about the situation and perhaps attack, perhaps do something else. I don't know. Yeah, we are over at Alpha and the situation has become a lot quieter right now. It's like... let's watch Private Viper. Can you find your enemy? Can you find Private Suzu? He must be very near him. Private Suzu is like behind this or that rock. Yeah, he must be behind this bush. So let's watch if Private Viper actually spots someone or not. No, nobody around. Okay, so Private Viper goes to attack the Bravo site, which is definitely advisable as the Blue 4 forces need another point, another zone to conquer. They cannot just defend Alpha and be done with it. That is not enough. So yeah, we'll watch some of these guys. I'm now trying to find someone who is doing something, but it doesn't look like these guys are very active. We have 65 minutes to go. And the situation is the Op 4 forces are holding Echo, Delta, Charlie and Bravo, and the Blue 4 forces are holding only Alpha. This is not good situation for the Blue 4 forces, but they are trying to send a soldier or two to attack Bravo and perhaps get this zone back. We do not see many of attacks from the Op 4 guys. They are more or less defending and waiting for their opportunity, and the Blue 4 forces really heavily defending the Alpha, and from time to time somebody decides to attack. Like, who is that? I can definitely see someone. It's Private Viper GR, so let's switch to his point of view and watch his point of view for a couple of minutes. I hope he doesn't die, or he doesn't like begin watching from 2 or 3 kilometers. My rendering distance is not that far, so yeah, let's watch his perspective and hope that he does something interesting for us to watch. Alright, Private Viper GR. Not doing that much, so switch to someone else, I believe. Nobody from the Blue 4 forces is very near the Bravo zone, which is over here. Over at these buildings. Yeah, this is the Bravo zone. And nobody is attacking it from the water. A quick another switch. Yeah, nobody from the Blue 4 forces. Private Biku in another helicopter. Let's see if he does something so amazing as the last time when he landed almost at Alpha location and got away. That was so amazing. Private Biku right now flying his helicopter. He's north of Alpha. Let's watch if he lands successfully. That would mean game over, because if Alpha is captured, that means game over. The Blue 4 side even does not have anything else to defend, so that would mean game over. But let's not get ahead and watch Private Biku and his team in the helicopter as they are going away.
Set it down.
Amazing how these guys are just talking to each other and communicating. 4 people from the Op 4. Now this is a big attack. Wow, Private Wally. I try hard. Mr. Hit as well. Wow. And Pipod Moleas. They are now in this house. Don't know what their strategy will be in the next minutes, but they are definitely over almost at Alpha. They will come from the western side, which is the opposite of what their enemies would expect, and they have a real chance of capturing the location, which would mean, well, game over and a point for the Op 4 forces. Alright, I don't know if you guys know that, but the Mr. Hit was the first who ever contacted me and allowed me to spectate this community, so I think that doing a favor and watching his style of play for a couple of minutes will be the least I can do. So this is Mr. Hit's perspective. Let's watch his style of play. I hope he doesn't die soon, and yeah, I'm very curious to see what these guys are gonna do. They are for now just sticking to this house, but that's gonna change. That has to change. 60 minutes to go. we may see a very nice attack from the Op4 forces. Not very sure about the Blue 4 at the moment. I will control that in a minute. Alright, Mr. Hit is now just securing the house. Of course, he is more of a defensive person. He always defends things and tries to like secure locations. Not like Private Marcin, who is always attacking, always in the middle of action, in the middle of danger, always getting shot and shooting others, and he's again very near Alpha. Alright, let's see where he's at. Yeah. We are near Alpha. This is Private Marcin. Let me just switch to that. Yeah. He's definitely going more closer and closer. Wow, this is some maneuver from Private Suzu and Galenrock. Wow, this helicopter just crashed. So unfortunate. This was not good at all, and I believe that these are the Blue 4 forces, Private Fin and who is the other guy? Ryutoshi. Oh, okay. They just got rid of that helicopter, and let's do another summary of the situation. Well, we have Private Wally in a house near Alpha. We have I Try Hard and Mr. Hit in the same house. Yeah, and we have Private Marcin in a bush near the Alpha location. And the rest of the guys, well, we have Piper Moleas also in the house. And the rest of the guys securing other zones. That is Bravo, I believe. And that's about it for the Op4 guys. We have many people from the Blue 4 defending Alpha. We also have some who are trying to get rid of these Op4 guys in that little house. We have Private Biscuit and his colleague Private B Lioness trying to attack Bravo, but it will take some time before they get there. We have some people just lost. I don't know where these guys are at. And we have a few people that are just wandering around with, well, nowhere near any of the interesting locations. Let's watch Private Marcin. He is the closest guy to the Alpha from the Op4 side. He's not doing that much, of course. Alpha greatly secured. This is not good for attacking. You have to take a firm control of the whole location. It's very flat. There are some fortifications, but they are very far away, so there might be many people hidden around. You cannot really control the location. But anyway, you can also easily get very close to the location, to the position, as now is doing Private Marcin. Let's watch. He will now encounter an enemy. Shoot him. Yeah, successful Private Marcin, but now others know about him. He's not in the perfect position. Others definitely know about somebody attacking Alpha, but he's also almost at the flag. Private Marcin, you are a hero. I said that already several times, but you definitely are. Alright, let's watch. If he gets any closer to the flag, it might be game over. Private Marcin, come on, do it. You are doing an amazing job, but there's an enemy. Watch it, kill him. Yeah, great, Private Marcin is advancing. There are not so many people around at Alpha. They are, of course, in the building site, but not exactly near the flag itself. Private Marcin doing an amazing job. 55 minutes to go. Let's see if this flag changes color or not. Private Marcin, and now there's somebody else going around. It's Piper Moleas and others. This might be the last attack from the Op4 forces. Mr. Hit as well. Wow. I can't believe it. Mr. Hit as well. Let's watch him as they are controlling the location just outside the flag itself. They are so near the flag. They are also under fire. Yeah, there is some fire around. There's also some grenade. Yeah, but they are just like... they are meters away from the flag. They are so close to taking it and taking the game. Who is that? Is that another Op4 guy? This is like the final battle, and yes! Another battle won by the Op4 forces. Great game indeed, and yeah, this is game over. It looks like I'll have to upload both of these battles as they are very short. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. This was an amazing game. And I hope I'll see you next time. And have a nice day everyone.